Hey everyone, good morning. Guess what we're going to do today? We're going to give the right side of our brain a workout. We're going to wake it up because more and more demands are being placed on our creativity, our ability to think differently and come up with innovative ways to live, to work, to play, to parent. And the more we can exercise the right side of our brain, the better it is for us to be able to really let loose and free up that creativity and that way of thinking. And this creative exercise is a fun one. It's easy and it doesn't require much in the way of supplies. And I have some easel paper that you'll see here. I have this spread out on my work surface, and you want to be able to spread out for this creative exercise. You want to have some room to move. So if you have a large table that you can work on and put a really large sheet of paper out, even the floor, or even taping up your paper on a large wall if you have access to that. But and then I also have one paintbrush that I'm going to be working with and one color of paint. And you can work with any other mark making tools if you want to use some markers or some charcoals or anything like that. But the idea is that you need no ideas. There's no strategy. There's no end result. It really is truly about making marks on this paper and allowing your intuition to guide you, how you're feeling. Let that guide the marks that you're making. There's no right. There's no wrong. There's no judgment that happens here. This truly is about letting yourself be free and make those marks and let your brain think differently about the actions that you are doing on this paper. So I'm going to load up my brush with my paint, and then I'm just going to start making some marks. And then as you're going about this, you want to, whatever tool you're using, you also want to explore all of the different ways that you can use this tool, different ways of holding it to create different marks, different lines with it. And keep in mind, none of this has to connect or go together. One mark doesn't have to lead to the next. You're just really just playing on this big sheet of paper. All you can do with the paint that you're working with, the tool that you're using. And then every so often, you also are going to want to kind of step back from it and look at the marks that you are making and really kind of, savor them. Think about what you've got going there and then come back in, continue with those marks. And you can just allot yourself a certain amount of time, 15 to 30 minutes. You could spend an afternoon just playing around with it. Every time that you do it, you could change up the tool that you are using. I have a larger brush here, so it's not going to take me as long to fill up this space. The next time I do this, I could come back in with a smaller brush and really create different types of marks and take even more time with it. But the idea is for you to really get lost in the process and kind of, take advantage of some of the meditative properties with sitting down and creating that happen as well. And then once you have your paper filled up or you've used up the time that you've allotted yourself to do this exercise, step back, really look at the marks that you have made, and you can keep the piece. You could repurpose it, you could keep adding to it, but you will notice then that after you do some of these exercises that your thinking might be a little bit more fluid. It energizes a part of your brain and you are able to carry on with your day and maybe approach some of the challenges that come your way in a more playful way. But creative exercises to wake up the right side of your brain are definitely the kind of exercises that I love to do, and it's one workout that I think you too will look forward to doing on a regular basis.